Pelvic floor is a group of 3 layers of muscles which help to regulate bowel and bladder function, sexual function, pelvic organ support, and also play a major role in our core stability. When there's dysfunction at this muscle group, this can show up in a variety of ways, but some of the main ones include involuntary loss of urine, pain with intercourse, frequent or infrequent trips to the bathroom, as well as nagging low back and hip pain that you may not really know the cause why it's happening. Some of the common reasons as to why a dysfunction might start to happen in the pelvic floor include high stress, so similar to our upper traps or our neck, our pelvic floor holds on to tension when we are in high stress situations. Our habits, so I don't know if I'm going to have to pee in 5 minutes and I'm about to get in the car. I'm going to go just in case right now. That actually trains the bladder to then have to empty every time you're about to leave the house. Compensation, so if you have a lot of weakness in your hips or in your core, the pelvic floor will actually try to help out and assist to get your everyday functions done, which can create tension there as well. And of course, any of the expected changes that happen while you're pregnant or after you've given birth. So the pelvic floor muscles are going to behave just the same as any other muscle in the body. When there's dysfunction, that means that the muscle is likely really tight, or it might be too weak. The way that we're going to treat tightness and weakness are going to be very different. If the muscles are tight, we're going to stretch them, do some breath work, some down training. If the muscles are in fact weak, we obviously want to strengthen them and we want to strengthen the surrounding areas as well. However, we can't really know exactly what's going on with the muscles unless we do a proper evaluation on them. Oftentimes, tight muscles are weak muscles. So when somebody actually thinks they have weak muscles, like, oh, when I do jumping jacks, I lose urine, but they actually have tight muscles and they start doing something like a Kegel, which is a fun buzzword, they are actually potentially making their symptoms a lot worse, because what the actual underlying root cause of their symptom is tightness. And our treatment principle is going to be very different for those two things. So the best way to know exactly what the treatment root cause is to get an eval done by a pelvic floor PT.